Tesla's revenue in China in 2021 was, frankly, insane. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. I'm coming to you here from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Great to have you. Welcome back to everyone else. Tesla's revenue in China reached 13.85 billion in 2021. That's an increase of 108% year on year. If you consider Tesla's current run rate, what happened over the last 12 months, how that run rate increased last year, and the fact that CATL is setting up a battery factory essentially next door, and Tesla is looking to massively increase their run rate in China, plus Gigafactory Berlin will be creating vehicles, meaning Tesla won't have to send as many to Europe this year. Tesla could potentially double their revenue again. Well, previously available data show that Tesla generated $9 billion in China in the first 3 quarters of last year, meaning it generated $4.8 billion in China in the fourth quarter. So in other words, if it just continues the run rate that it had in the fourth quarter of last year, which it won't, it's obviously going to increase on that, then we're looking at a total of $19.32 billion in revenue this year. So that's a pretty big change from 13 to 19. But I think realistically, we should go by December's sales figures because obviously Tesla's going to improve their run rate this year. So what's going to happen is we're going to be looking at least those sales figures from December at an average annualized run rate for this year, meaning more than likely Tesla will hit around 25 billion in revenue next year. China is now Tesla's largest market outside of the US, accounting for 25.7% of the company's revenue, which, to be honest, it's good, but let's be frank here. There's a lot more potential here in China. A lot more. Why? Well, because think about it. More than 8 million EVs will be sold this year in China. China has 53% of the world's global electric car market. The US has, not a lot. I think it's about 5%. So you can see here, the potential for Tesla in China is immense, absolutely immense. As I said, the US remains Tesla's top market, with the company's revenue from the US market reaching 24 billion or 23.97 billion in 2021, which is 45% of Tesla's total revenue. Tesla's revenue surge in China was driven by rising Gigafactory Shanghai production and deliveries. And of course, as you know, manufacturing there is lower cost base than it is anywhere else in the world. Tesla's China sales reached 473,000 units last year, including exports to overseas markets, accounting for 51.7% of its 936,000 deliveries worldwide. That's according to the China Passenger Car Association, or the CPCA. If we have a look at Tesla's sales and exports from the first quarter of 2021, you can see that they more than doubled, by the fourth quarter of the year. If the same thing happens this year, we'll likely see about 900,000 EVs being produced at Gigafactory Shanghai. Now, as you know, Tesla is currently expanding that factory. They're building an additional factory, like an extension to the factory, and increasing their run rate as quickly as they can in order to start to try and supply global demand. You've got to remember, even if you're one of these gooses, there's all these gooses still claiming that Tesla doesn't have any demand. I mean, come on, seriously, people are saying that. Lots of people, it's bizarre. But even if Tesla only has, say, 6 months of pent-up demand in the US, the reason that lots of markets like Australia don't get the Tesla Model Y is there's simply too many people wanting it in other countries. We don't get it at all. And literally, there is tens of thousands of pre-orders here in Australia, South Africa. There's countries all over the planet that want the Tesla Model Y right now and don't get it. Same goes for cars like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, where the Kia EV6, Volkswagen ID3, ID4, all these vehicles there's so many countries they don't ship them to because simply those car companies have too much demand in their local home markets or in markets where they can make a greater price premium on them. So they still haven't shipped them to other countries. There is a massive amount of demand for these vehicles still in many countries around the world. For the full year of 2021, the Tesla Model Y sold 170,000 units in China alone, making it the best-selling electric vehicle that year. The best-selling electric SUV that year, or crossover, or whatever you want to call them. For the full year of 2021, Tesla Model 3 sales were 151,000. That's an increase of 10% from 137,460 in 2020, according to the CPCA. You can see here Tesla, what they've done is they've said, yep, well, we know that people want the Model Y here in China and globally more than they want the Tesla Model 3, so we'll start prioritizing manufacturing of the Tesla Model Y, which is the key reason why sales of the Model Y is so much higher. Obviously, buyers in China have had plenty of time to buy an electric sedan, and there's a lot more people who want SUVs or mid-size crossovers, which is what the Model Y is. The market for those is a lot bigger than the market is for sedans. The Model 3 was the third best-selling electric vehicle in China for the full year of 2021, behind the Hongwan Mini EV at 395,451 units and the BYD Quin at 187,227 units. And then behind the Tesla Model 3 was the BYD Han. So you can see BYD have two there in the top four. But the reality is that, I mean, the Hongwan Mini EV is in a totally different segment. It's, you know, they're $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 micro car. Some people say they shouldn't be called a car because they're technically a quadricycle, but I don't care. I think they're a car because if you can use it as a car, it's a car. Let's get back to Tesla. I predict that Tesla will manufacture 900,000 electric vehicles in China this year and 1.8 million totally around the world. So it's going to be an exciting year for Tesla this year. If you can, I suggest holding off if you're in the US. If you're in the US, I suggest holding off. Just be patient. Unless you really need a car right now, be patient. Cancel your Tesla Model Y order. Put a new order in so you make sure that you get the Tesla Model Y with the 4680 battery cells and the structural pack. And of course, importantly as well, people are ignoring this, I don't know why, the Giga casting. If someone told you, I'm going to remove 200 kilos of weight from your car and it's going to improve your structural rigidity of your car and you're going to have the same battery pack, would you say, yeah, I want that? Or would you say, no, I don't care? You'd say, yeah, that's amazing. You'd say, that's freaking awesome. So my suggestion is to wait if you can. But if you can't, you know what? You can always just get it now, sell it, and then buy the new model when it comes along. That's another option as well, considering the fact that electric cars hold their value incredibly well. Thanks for watching the channel. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen this year with Tesla. Do you think they'll sell 900 or build 900,000 in China? What will be their sales this year? What's your prediction? Let's see who gets this right? Let's have a little game here. Whoever gets it the closest next year, we'll come back to this video. After 12 months, I'll come back to it and I'll award the winner with, you know what, I'll give you $100. I'll give you $100. Whoever wins, $100 in US dollars currency. I'll transfer that to you via Payoneer or PayPal or whatever. Whoever wins, my guess is at 1.8 million. Let's see what happens. Have a great year. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.